Hi friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. How are you? I hope you are a heck of a lot better than I am, because I have had a very rough week over here, real bad insomnia in my life. There's some kind of construction going on in our building, and it starts every day at 7 in the morning. And since I have a lot of trouble sleeping, it's basically meant I've been running on 4 hours of sleep every single night of this entire week. I'll tell you what though, bless Big Lots. Bless Big Lots. I know I can always go to Big Lots and find some kind of didn't sell well energy drink for $1. How much caffeine is in this? 350 milligrams. That is not good for you. You probably have been able to pick up on the idea of this video from the title, but yes, this will be a little bit of a rant about what Sephora has been doing. Also, I really need to go to work today. That's a thing you do, whether you're sleep deprived or not. So I'm going to be putting on some makeup. I'm going to be using some new makeup that I bought and my old palettes that made it to Purgatory. I don't think I even have the video up yet for the Colorful series, but it will be up in a couple of days. I just have to edit. This palette is the Ciate London and Chloe Morello Pretty Fun and Fearless Volume 2, and honestly it's a great palette, I just don't use it much. And let's chat about this latest Sephora malarkey. So, a couple days ago, it was discovered that Sephora has a 30% off coupon for select members. Y'all are watching this, you know makeup, you know the makeup world, you know 30% off does not happen at Sephora. It just doesn't happen. Sephora has a 20% off sale that happens in November and is reserved for people who have spent over $1,000 at Sephora during the year. That's always been the best sale you can get at Sephora. I think it was last year they actually started introducing a couple more sales. They started doing the weekly wows, which they've since canceled. If you've been wondering where they went, they canceled that. So what had happened specifically with this 30% off is somebody in the deals sharing community managed to get their hands on this sale. It turns out it's a generic code, meaning that it's one code for all accounts, but there's a catch. It only works on accounts who have not made a purchase at Sephora in a very long time, and if I'm remembering correctly, the person who made the original post hadn't made a purchase at Sephora since December of 2017, so almost 2 years. Of course there's been a backlash. Of course people have been quite upset to find this out. People who have spent well over $1,000 at Sephora for years in a row are trying to figure out why Sephora's out here saying, yeah, we're going to give 30% off to people who are not loyal customers with us. And for those of you who've spent a lot of money, yeah, you can just keep paying full price. And y'all, it goes without saying that Ulta saw this as an opportunity. And if you're not aware, as long as I get this video up today, there is an amazing deal going on at Ulta where you can get $10 off a $35 order. No limits. Prestige included. That never happens either, but y'all know Ulta and Sephora are like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. It's the same group of people that are backing y'all, but y'all can't stop bickering. So where we stand right now is a lot of people have been questioning, why would I shop with Sephora when it seems like their message is that they don't care about people who've spent $1,000 or more. And then you compare that to Ulta, who gives diamond gifts every month, who has an amazing point system, who constantly is giving out gifts with purchases. Why would you shop with Sephora? I'm gonna do my best in this video to play devil's advocate, but I have to admit that I really do feel the same. I was looking at what I've spent at Sephora this year, and it's less than $100, whereas I'm almost re-diamond at Ulta. Re-diamond. Never promised this video was gonna make a lot of sense. But even though, yeah, I agree with everybody that's been saying that, I do want to kind of give a little bit of a historic perspective on this whole sale approach they're doing. Realistically, this approach of we need new customers because we already have the old customers, it's absolutely nothing new. Companies have been doing it for, what, a century? If not way longer, realistically. The idea is You have people that showed enough interest to have come in and signed up for a Beauty Insider account, but they're not making purchases. How do you reach out to those people and get them to buy? Well, you give them a really good discount. You say, look at this, you're getting 30% off. Even our Rouge members aren't getting this. I honestly think that Sephora has a lot of antiquated ideas, because here's the thing about this whole model. This probably worked really well back in the days of snail mail. You send this out in a postcard, people get it in the mail, and then they come into your store. I can tell you this because I remember my mom getting coupons for, Macy's, and then being like, oh, this is a good deal, we're gonna go to Macy's. But Sephora, this is where you're going quite wrong, because it's not 1995. When you send out these emails, people are going to share them, and then the people who are actually spending $1,000 a month are going to sit here and go, excuse me? I said I was going to do my best to play devil's advocate, even though I really agree with everybody who is saying this feels shady. I will give Sephora some advantages over Ulta or honestly any beauty store, especially in the aspect of trained associates. The associates at Sephora know more about makeup than any other makeup store that I've shopped at, excluding maybe MAC. You know, it really is a different experience to shop in store at Sephora than at Ulta. You know you're going to be getting the best actual makeup advice. That said, there's a real division here in that not everybody's shopping in store anymore. And if you ask me, I think that this is yet another reason why my argument for this video is that Sephora is stuck in the past, because they seem to think that everybody's shopping in store, everybody's walking in to get samples, so they don't need to get gifts with purchase, and this is really where Ulta is excelling. They know there's a lot of people who are just shopping from their computers, from their cell phones. Y'all, my hands are unbelievably steady with 350 milligrams of caffeine coursing through my blood veins, so we're gonna solve this problem with glitter. Let's be honest about the fact that glitter solves the vast majority of this world's problems. Got an ex you don't like? Send him glitter. Got a girlfriend you love? Send her glitter. I'm going to be using the Banana Bright Face Primer from Ole Henriksen next. So, another reason why I think Sephora is stuck in the past is that they seem to have no actual concept of what's going on in the beauty industry, and also how fortunate they've been for so long. See, almost every other retail store can tell you Amazon has been knocking businesses down a lot. Almost everyone's stock is down, from Nordstrom to Big Lots. All these companies are suffering a lot, and yet the beauty industry really hasn't been phased. It's actually kind of amazing that it's doing well in this age of Amazon. And I do think that at least a big part of it is the in-store aspect, so I will give Sephora that. But the thing is, people are going in-store to do the swatching, then they think about it, and they go home and they make their orders. So I think what's going on is people go in store to Sephora to get samples, go home and make their purchases on the Ulta website. Again, because it's literally the smart thing to do if you are a smart shopper. And here's the thing, what Sephora, do you expect people to have loyalty to you when you aren't showing any benefits back for us being loyal? There's really no reason not to do this. Would you look at this? I'm doing a mini haul in the middle of this video. The LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. Somebody actually asked me to buy this. I've actually been using it for a couple of days. I've just slacked in actually unboxing this haul. So the subscriber that asked me about this foundation was saying that it seems a lot of people don't like it. I can tell you 2 reasons why a lot of people don't like it. One is I had to buy the shade Fair. I'm not the fairest person in the world. Certainly not Snow White over here. And then secondly, they say right on this medium to full coverage. Nope. You can't be calling a product full coverage when it's light to medium coverage. You're going to have all the wrong people buying it, and they're going to get real upset. That said, I've been having a real good time with this foundation. It's actually beautiful on if you like light to medium coverage. So, you know, what I really think it comes down to, I genuinely think that Sephora's been a bit spoiled by the way the beauty industry had been going for years. And now they're kind of going, wait, what's going on? Suddenly people aren't buying from us. Suddenly We're losing customers. We need to send out 30% off, which is something that we've never done before. But see, that's the entirety of the beauty industry, really and truly. Right now, the whole industry is not selling like they did a couple of years ago, which was inevitable. This was going to happen with the rate at which people were buying products that not only expire, but products that you really don't use in excess amount. So a couple of days ago, I was looking at a palette on the Sephora website, and that same evening, I got an email that said, "You're due for another palette." I'm like, wait a minute, no, I'm not. I am not due for another palette. That is a true challenge to actually finish an entire eyeshadow palette. How often does that happen to anybody? So I just bought this from Ulta as well. This is the brand new Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour in new shades. This has been around for a while. This is 5.7, which is supposed to be for light olive skin. Are you kidding? I'm so excited. This nonsense right here. Did you guys see that in the beginning of this video? What the heck is all of that? I can't tell if I'm breaking out horrifically from the stress of this week, the not sleeping thing. That certainly does correlate with breakouts, or if the biotin has finally gotten to me. And that is why you should never review supplements until it's been several months. If somebody's doing a supplement review after a week, it's invalid. It's useless. I'm going to use my other shade for under my eyes, which are looking a little rough. A little rough today. So here's some swatches. That is C2 compared to C5.7. Basically, I think it all boils down to the fact that whoever is in charge at Sephora hasn't caught up with the times. They're just living in the past, thinking that everything is going to keep being easy peasy just because they've had it made for so long, when in the meantime, stores are going out of business left and right. Stores that, you know, who would have thought that, like, Bon-Ton, for example, would go out of business? Just like really big, successful stores are not keeping up in this age of Amazon, and it's almost like Sephora just doesn't seem to care. So this is a new purchase for me. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop in Fig Pop. I just think these are so cute and such nice quality too. But I think more than anything else, Sephora's just got to get out of the past. They've got to really catch up. They've got to realize that people don't have the brand loyalty that they seem to expect them to have. You know, it doesn't matter if people have been Rouge for years and years. We're not living in the time where people actually care about that. People aren't sitting there, you know, remembering, oh wow, all these associates at Sephora were so helpful. They care about the best deal because it's so easy to find the best deal. So much to my surprise, Lancome forgave me for not loving everything they've ever put out and actually sent me their new La French Glow Light Liberté Nude Glow Creator Bronzer. This thing is so stunning. I'm going to put a picture up in the corner so you can see. Ugh! It's so beautiful. By the way, this is the shade 01, the lighter version, so you got definitely a nice range in here. I'm gonna start with the lightest one just because I am kind of hesitant with bronzer. I feel like bronzer is something that for some reason doesn't look as good on me as it does some people, so we'll see how this goes today with such variety and also light tones. But I do feel like if anybody can make a bronzer that I'll enjoy, it probably would be Lancome. So I'm really excited about this. I learned from Advise My Style, who is absolutely brilliant on YouTube. If you are not following him, oh my gosh, go follow him. You will learn so much. I learned to do my bronzer actually behind my ears, and it's really been pulling it together a lot better than just like kind of being more haphazard with my bronzer. Y'all, I kind of feel like this came out looking incredible. I still look exhausted though. Ugh, poor me. I'm gonna use this Flesh, what is the name of this? Jump highlighter. This thing is also one of my favorite highlighters, more for a natural look. It's not quite as intense, but it really is beautiful if you don't like a lot of texture. And I feel like my skin it's certainly had better days than today. So I am about done with everything here. Got lips to finish off, so I'm gonna use my Ghost Veil Primer Let me know what you guys think about all of this Ulta versus Sephora, the 30% off. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm going to finish off with lipstick, and this was also gifted to me with the bronzer from Lancome. This is the L'Absolu Rouge in Caprice in their new summer collection as well. You push down on the top and it pops out of the bottom, and this shade is one that I looked up on Tim Talia's website since, you know, I idolize her. And she said, and I quote to the best of my memory, I guess I paraphrase, she said that this not only smoothed lip lines, but it seemed to reduce them. Dude, I'm down for that. I can definitely see that my ability to draw straight lines today is, it's a bit lacking. It's a bit lacking. But yeah, I feel like it came together pretty well. So that's today's video. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.